Final match, chknfngrsubs versus Cowdog. The rematch. chknfngrsubs in the blue at the top here, and Cowdog in the red down here at the bottom. All right, let's survey the battlefield here. There's a lot of mills just kind of in a straight path to the other opponent, and then a couple offshoots to the side. It looks like both sides are going to have a relatively safe expansion and a more risky third, and then the fourth, I don't think we're going to get that far. We've got boars in both decks. Squirrel cam boar, actually. Squirrel cam boar, mine, pigeon. All the way. So chknfngrsubs has a very, very standard looking deck here. Squirrel cam, falcon, boar, mine, and pigeon to help the boar. Or just pigeon to help anything, really. Cowdog here, dropping the falcon in that case in exchange for ferrets, which ferrets are also very strong players this patch. So depends on how you use them. Especially mid-game, I'm definitely going to give a lot of edge to ferret play potentially, but we'll have to see how they use it. A mine going down here, and otherwise, oh, another mine. That one's scouted though, so gets sold. Otherwise, both sides getting up to 8 farms and 2 warrens, which is the standard opening. If you are a newer player and you want to figure out like what the heck do I do normally, as long as you're scouting your opponent and they are not rushing you, and by rushing you I mean putting down a couple of warrens before the 8 farms are up. If they're not rushing you, you should definitely just go 8 farms and 2 warrens, and you'll. It's a lot of eco, and it's pretty safe. All right. Cowdog is the first one to get the cams down, and with a map that's this far away, each opponent is far away from the other. Teching up is definitely a nice thing to do because it's hard to punish. It's hard to punish a cam opening anyway, but certainly at this distance, and with mines on the map. So very good army start for Cowdog. I don't know about the pigeons this early, but when the cams pop out, the pigeons have some value here. Chknfnger, on the other hand, going for the expansion. Again, we got some mines to help protect, otherwise just mass squirrel. And mass squirrel does fine against squirrel cam, as long as you're not too greedy. Squirrels can actually handle squirrel cam, especially since there's some pigeons here. I kind of feel like in the first moments of the fight, chknfnger is going to do just fine. Also with the mines, yeah. Cowdog doesn't really have a huge opening here. If you lead with the cams, yeah, I don't know, hard to say. If the commander goes down, oh, this is going to be very good for chknfnger because you can really target who you want. Oh, that last mine picking off the cam there is very nice. You want to sell the farm? Yep. Okay, so that actually was not too bad for Cowdog anyway. I guess the pigeons really helped keep one of those cams alive for a while. So that base might just straight up go down here. Oh, and Cowdog doesn't actually target the base. Okay. And now he does. All right. Wow. Already, Cowdog making a very strong presence in this game. The cam does go down. He's got another cam warren started at home, total of 2. But chknfnger does eventually hold, and he's got a cam of his own coming from the angle here. Surprise cam, bonk. So I think Cowdog needs to just kind of say, yo, I killed the mill with the farm on it. Maybe play defensive here until I get all 4 of my cams up. Maybe go for a expansion of my own. You know, as Cowdog, maybe grab this base over here and play defensive. chknfnger being a bit aggressive here. If we look at the army, Cowdog definitely has an edge with the 4 cams, but chknfnger does have a couple cams of his own and a slightly superior squirrel count. So with enough mines, chknfnger should be okay, but otherwise, honestly, I like it for Cowdog. Ooh, okay. 1 cam does go down pretty quick. Yeah, Cowdog's got this. He's totally got this. Every cam is a surprise cam. Hey, Ben Dove, welcome in. I tell you, this game is super scrappy. Neither side has really been able to keep an expansion up, and I'm liking this for Cowdog. Now, Chickenfinger has this cam warren in a really strange place. It's risky, because if that got sniped, that'd be like game over instantly. As it is, though, you know, there's another surprise cam. Chickenfinger's been losing squirrel warrens left and right. And Cowdog still has this ideal comp of double cam squirrel pigeon. But let's see how it goes. Okay, thank you, Bendov. Yeah, I think in this case with the cams, the pigeons are a big deal. Wow, look at that. All right, some solid cam pushing there from Cowdog. Those units are meta for a reason. And I guess this puts some context on your earlier question, Chickenfinger. What do you do against that? You just can't be quite as greedy. And you weren't even that greedy, but you were trying to take a forward base. And that allowed the cam push to really get value. So it's hard. That's there's not an easy answer to that one for sure. I think Cowdog played it very, very well. Going into game 2, chknfngrsubs in the blue here. And Cowdog in the red off the back of a successful play, and he's not going with cams this game. What a surprise. Yeah, it's hard to see. It was hard to see how, like, aggressive he was really planning on being with that army. Now, he never got an expansion, so anytime you're grabbing an expansion your opponent is not, the longer that goes on, the more you have to suspect some kind of a push, whether that's a tier 3 timing or a tier 2 timing. The fact that he never went for the expansion kind of telegraphed the aggression he was going for, which is part of it. So yeah, all right, very good aggression. Cowdog here this time up here in the top left. He's got Squizzard, he's got Mole, so Squirrel Mole push could be it. Squizzard Wolf is a thing. Skunks are never bad. Well, they're not bad right now. Mines are good, so late game there's not a lot of flexibility for Cowdog, but early game he's got some decent options. Chickenfinger going for 6 farm double, 5 farm double. Maybe he was worried about warrens or something. This is not exactly a normal rush timing. Very strange commander behavior right here. Usually you want to be scouting your opponent right now, so this is kind of sus looking. All right, definitely going to push out, but this is definitely not going to do much. You might snap a pig if you can commander lock it, like this right here. Oh no, you missed a shot. Okay, so commander lock real quick. If the pig's on the corner, like this pig over here, and you can make it shoot your commander, it'll stop wandering, and then you can snipe it with 2 lizards. 2 lizards can kill a corner pig if it's commander locked in the corner. So there you go. As it is, see this pig is not commander locked, so you probably won't be able to get it. Maybe. Okay, just barely. Nice. So that's actually good value. 3 lizards for a pig early game. I like it. Nice job. Especially considering you're not behind on farms yourself. Now this is starting to get a little greedy here. Cowdog definitely has enough to defend. In fact, he has the tier 1 advantage, so gotta be really careful here. Yeah, Cowdog actually has an entire warren lead. So I'm a little nervous here for our buddy Chickenfinger. There we go. 2 lizards. Okay, thank you for the correction. 2 lizards for a pig. Excellent for the lizard player. Very nice. Cowdog trying to be aggressive here as Chickenfinger's trying to get some squirrels into his army. This kind of army composition... Oh, that was tough. That kind of army composition rotation is one of the key elements in Tooth and Tail for sure. So I respect the mine. Nice job. Really just trying to get those squirrels up and keep Cowdog off your army. Meanwhile, he's getting the moles. He's going for it. He's going to definitely do this push. It looks scary. I think Chickenfinger is going to be okay, actually. I think this was not timed out quite as well from Cowdog, and I think Subs is going to be just fine, depending on how the micro goes. There's a lot of micro in this situation. Oh, man, and Cowdog is actually just backing off, so the squirrels get a lot of shots. They pick off one of the mole warrens. Now they're going to lure Cowdog's army into the mines. One warren does go down. Oh, man, this is scrappy. So Cowdog lost a Mole Warren, and we've got about a complete army trade. Cowdog's actually sticking around too long. You got to sell your Mole Warren and get out, right? I guess he's really trying to get that last Warren, but it's not going to happen. Chicken Finger is holding. He lost 2 Warrens there in the front, 2 Squirrel Warrens, which are the important ones, I would say. Ooh, but that counter snipe on that Mole Warren. So, honestly, I like where Chicken Finger's at. If Cowdog had been able to sell the Mole Warren and back up, I think he would have had a huge edge. But as it is now, I think Chicken Finger is actually just a little ahead. Look at that graph. That's really hard to say. Very aggressive posturing from Chicken Finger. I don't like that move at all. You're just hemorrhaging units left and right. Chicken Finger is just like you're running back and forth. Don't worry about it too much. You're all right. You're all right. Mole's coming down here again from Cowdog. I wonder if maybe leaving the lizards at home and just walking forward with only the squirrels would be safer, because you can. The thing about squirrels is they can lay siege to stuff. Like if you leave the lizards here and only rally the squirrels forward, you can pick off mines, you can pick off units, you can pressure Mole Warrens and stuff. But like the lizards running up and back, you're actually just losing lizards left and right. Yeah, so the constant like rallying is actually not helping. I would just leave the lizards at home, and you can scout with your commander with the squirrels, and you're still rallying them, so they're actually spending a lot of time following you around instead of shooting. So this is anti-micro. There are a lot of situations where, especially in tier 1 fights, especially in lizard fights, where the best micro is to just like get your units to a spot and then leave them be. Like just don't rally at all, and they do way better. It's really funny and backwards. But just bear that in mind. Sometimes when you're microing and target firing a lot, you're actually like reducing your army's value. Having said that, Chicken Finger does have a farm up, and he did hold. Cowdog wasn't quite able to seal the deal on those pushes. Maybe the balance of squirrel, mole, lizard wasn't quite right. I think Cowdog with more squirrels and less lizards might have been able to really end the game there. As it is, Chicken Finger, I like this lizard stuff, going around trying to get some value. And with the couple extra farms at home, Chicken Finger's actually ahead right now, for sure. Now, I like this backstab. Now, Cowdog actually should be able to see this coming, because you can hear that campfire dying is something you can hear across the whole map. So that's something to listen out for. If you hear a campfire dying when your opponent is playing lizards, that's highly suspicious. It's insanely suspicious when you hear that campfire die. Having said that, Chicken Finger did get in, pick off a Warren, pick off a pig, only lose a couple of lizards, and now Cowdog is forced into a very bad fight. The squirrels engage, and this is a very good fight for Chicken Finger subs. Nice job falling back to the squirrels and then just cleaning up Cowdog's army, and you still have the eco lead. So Chicken Finger is far ahead now. That was a good move and a good follow-up. Cowdog is in trouble here because he's running out of Warrens. He still has 3 squirrels and 2 moles that have no home, so they will not get replaced. Once that army is traded away, Cowdog actually has a really tiny army, just 3 Warrens versus 6. So Chicken Finger actually has a really, really significant lead in this game. Now, I want to say real quick, sorry to pause, I just want to say, if you have Squizzard, this is the same critique I had for Strixel. You don't want to just rally all, because your lizards are going to fight, and then your squirrels are going to fight. In this case, it doesn't matter, you have enough to win, but you really want to lead with your squirrels, or keep them identically together. So leave the lizards here, go up to bring the squirrels up to where they're shooting, and then the lizards sweep in. Because right now, this is actually incredibly inefficient for a Squizzard. See, now you're still going to win the fight, but you would have won so much more handily. Squizzard is hard. It's one of the more advanced unit combinations and has a lot of potential. I just want to throw that out there. If you're looking to practice Squizzard, you never want your lizards to engage before your squirrels. GG, nice job. I think grabbing that base and getting the extra eco up was really a huge deal for Chicken Fingers there. Just having the one extra farm when a scrappy game keeps going that long makes a huge deal. It's so big. It's so big. Also sniping the mole warrens. All right, game 3 between these two very aggressive players. Both know how to pull off an attack for sure. Chicken Finger in the blue and Cowdog in the red. This is a final match, and a rematch. So already Cowdog doing very well, and I believe the initial match, chknfngrsubs 2-0'd. So taking it to the third game here in the final match. The winner will go on to the playoffs in the beginner division, second place for the group, and the loser will be eliminated. Hey, Candy Finder, welcome in. Wouldn't sell the warrens. He was just like the moles, either finish the mission or get left behind. Yeah, it's hard for the mole player to know when to sell, because as a mole player, when you sell warrens, you get back less value. You don't get the full value back. But sometimes you still do need to sell them, it's tough to know when. Now, Chicken Finger going with a 6-farm double rush, which is not a very conventional rush. I think Cowdog should be fine. There's a reason we see 4-farm doubles the most and sometimes 5-farm doubles, but generally speaking, I think Cowdog with the 8-farm double and the extra mine here, yeah. Yeah, easy hold. And Chicken Finger is just a little bit behind. It's not the end of the world. It's just that one farm. It was a little bit late, so definitely not a big deal, but I like it for Cowdog here. And also, Cowdog with the Squirrel Toad. So Chicken Finger is going to have to get out of the lizards here pretty quick, and he does, getting into some squirrels. I like it. This is a very old debate, the Squirrel Lizard versus Squirrel Toad. Who wins, right? And right now, I don't know. You guys in the chat, what do you think? Which would you rather have? I kind of would rather have the Squirrel Toad in this situation. Having said that, Chicken Fingers only has 3 lizards, which is very good, because if 6 toads die to kill 3 lizards, then Chicken Finger Subs not only got value, but actually has the superior squirrel count. So I think even if the Squirrel Toad is in a better place, depending on micro, whoever has more squirrels is probably better off. All right, sounds like some guys in the chat are agreeing with me that the Toad player, probably the more comfortable of the two. Now, with the toads, you want to actually be careful about what you target. In this case, the ideal for Cowdog would be to target his toads onto Chicken Finger's squirrels, so that we don't have the issue of 6 toads dying for 3 lizards. But I like the MG here from Chicken Fingers. Unfortunately, ferrets are coming out, so he's going to have to sell that MG pretty quick. And I'm liking this comp for Cowdog right now. Chicken Finger actually brought toads himself, so the minute he sees the toads, he's going to drop the lizards all together and get into Squirrel Toad himself. Very nice. So some MG there to be safe to get that eco up, and then plenty of squirrel into some toad. Cowdog, on the other hand, going to get some pigeons and some ferrets. So I'd love to see Cowdog, yeah, just move out, grab a couple of farms, and then move out. Use the mines along with the ferrets to really make Chicken Finger's life difficult here, especially with that forward expansion. This is a very nice opportunity. You got to be careful with the toads. Okay, Cowdog actually got to be careful not to lose his commander. In a situation like this with so much micro, Chicken Finger just going to engage. A couple of toads actually not getting value there for Cowdog. They were going off on the mill. In fact, that might be the story here. Cowdog's toads just exploded onto the mill and not Chicken Finger's army. So Chicken Fingers actually kills both ferrets, keeps his base alive. Look at all of those squirrels that survived. That was insane. I think that was definitely a blundered micro situation from Cowdog, because that shouldn't have been that one-sided. But nice defense from Chicken Fingers for sure. Yeah, Cowdog also had some... Chicken Finger also had some good toad connections for sure. Now, these are a lot of injured squirrels, so I guess fighting next to pigs is a little bit rough, but this mill is going to get picked off anyway. Yeah, all right. So now Chicken Finger can just back up and hold. You're kind of kiting a little bit. It's tough to know when to kite with squirrels, but there you go. Chicken Finger going to back up to his expansion, and as long as he doesn't die to a counter push right now, he's basically got this game under control. Cowdog going to sell the ferrets. Don't blame him at all. Ferrets are best when you're ahead in army, and he's not anymore. What? Why is he selling so much stuff? Okay, I think that was... I don't think you need to sell that much stuff. That was a little bit overzealous on the selling. You want to sell just enough to get more army or a base, not float this much. And unfortunately, also, the pigeons are not really helpful in a squirrel-toad fight. Squirrel-toad both just kill their opponents so fast the pigeons don't get enough time for value. So Chicken Fingers with a very solid follow-up there. Looks like he's going to take the series and be the victor. Buck indeed. All right. Very even opening there, and Chicken Finger takes the edge. Pulls ahead to victory.